Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Dakota from DentalPro. I am almost done with the hardest week that I've ever gone through in dental school so far. This has been a really hard week. I mean, I know I haven't been getting out any videos for a while. It's been pretty hard for me to actually do that just because there's been so much stuff that I've had to study for. There's just a lot more projects and that kind of a thing. It's been kind of a daunting task. Just to let you know, it is Thursday, the 11th. January 11th. Tomorrow is actually going to be a pretty big day. It's going to be the end of this crazy week, thank heavens. Basically, the way that the day is going to go is I'm going to start off with a case study presentation on trigeminal neuralgia and atypical odontalgia. So I'm going to be presenting to a faculty member with a group. Then once I'm done with that, I have an exam over those same materials. And then once I'm done with that, then I have a practical where I am waxing up a molar, specifically tooth number 14, which is this one over here. It's the first molar on the upper left side. And that one's going to be a really tough wax up. So I'm looking forward to getting it done so that way it's just like I don't have to worry about wax ups anymore, because that will actually be the very last practical that I have involving wax. After we do that practical, it's all going to be restorative dentistry. We're actually going to be doing preparations on teeth and actually filling teeth and that kind of a thing for our practicals. That is what I've been doing lately. In case you guys have been wondering why I haven't been doing anything on the channel, it's just because my life is a zoo right now. Dental school has definitely been picking up. I did say in the last video that I uploaded that the first quarter of dental school was definitely it was definitely like a honeymoon period. That's probably the best way I can describe it. Everything was new, everything was fun and different and exciting. And it's still exciting, but it's kind of kicked in that our life is going to be crazy for 4 years. And so that's kind of just where I'm at right now, is I'm kind of just trying to tread water. Now, as far as school goes, I don't want to make this sound like my life is depressing and that kind of a thing, because I've actually been doing really well in school. I've done well on my exams. I haven't been failing my exams. I have been retaining the information that I receive in my dental classes, and so I feel actually a lot more competent as a future dentist, which is awesome. But anyway, I think now that I've kind of updated you guys on what's been going on, what I really want to do is I just wanted to go through my schedule with you, so that way you have an idea of what the most difficult week of my first year of dental school has actually been, what it actually looks like, so that way you just kind of know what to expect when it comes time for you guys to go to dental school, or if you're not even planning on going to dental school, if you just want to know what dental students have to go through, this is where you get to find out. All right, guys, so here is my schedule here, okay? So Monday was my day of sim clinic. I was in the sim mostly all day Monday. So the first 2 hours of the day were actually lecture on adhesive dentistry. We talked about bonding materials. From 10 until 12, it said on here class 1 restorations, but actually I was working on mounting a stone model to an articulator. So that took pretty much that whole time there. And then from 1 o'clock until 5, I was doing composite restorations. That was pretty much that day. So that day was completely filled. After that, I spent pretty much the entire time that night all the way until about 12 o'clock studying for this exam right here that's in yellow. So that's my basic science exam. So yeah, I was up for quite a while. I think I got maybe 2 hours of sleep, which normally I really try and get the sleep that I need, but there just wasn't any time because we're in our neuroscience lectures right now, and it's all new stuff to me, so I've had to do what I needed to do to stay up on that. So basic science lectures are all in the gray. This was an ethics class. This was, so pretty much this day I studied for an oral health science exam, which was here on Wednesday. So you can see we had an exam here, we had an exam here, then we had a bunch of classes on Thursday, which that's today. So I had 1, 2, 3 classes that I did today, plus these are all oral health, or basic science classes that are in gray, which I watch online. And anyway, so tomorrow I have the case study presentation, I have a case study presentation exam, and then I have the practical. So that is kind of what's been going on. So it has been just a constant ebb and flow of things that I've had to stay up on this week. So in a nutshell, that, in my opinion, has really been the hardest week that I've had so far, just because it has just been, the material has been hard. I think this is probably, the basic science exam that I took this week was probably one of the hardest exams that I will have all year. You know, it's definitely, stuff is just stacking up. It's getting to be a little bit more real, that's for sure. So that's where things are at, just in case if you guys were wondering. Yes, I am still alive. Ta-da! But yeah, I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up. I hope that helps you guys out with just knowing how dental school works and what the schedule actually looks like. Even if we're not in class, there's something going on as far as studying or something else that's dental related. So yeah, with all of that said, I think that about wraps it up for me. So thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing. We'll see you in the next video. Keep living the dream.